Hi, this is Ahsan. Today I'm going to show you how you can install SQL Server integration services in your computer and how you can create ETL package using SQL Server. So let's get started. At first you have to install Visual Studio 2019, then you have to install extension for SSIS. First I will download the Visual Studio. Okay, let me go to my browser. Let me write down Visual Studio 2019 downloads. So you can see here first link, Visual Studio older downloads 2019 2017. So you can click here. Now you can see, scroll down, you can able to see 2019. So recently they have 2022. SSIS extension is not available for 22. So we will use the lower version 2019 or 17. So we will install 2019. Okay, let me download this software. It will require some credential. If you have a Microsoft account, then you just have to sign in with your Microsoft account. So you can see Visual Studio Professional 2019. So we need actually Visual Studio Community 2019 version 16.11. Yeah, this is 64-bit. You can download from here. Your download should be started. Yes, your download has been completed. So now this is your downloader. This is only 2 MB. Double click on here. It will download some your runtime file. After installation, you will see like this window. You can just have to scroll down a little bit. You can see here you need this feature. You have to download this one, data storage and processing, that will connect developed and test data solution for SQL Server. Check on here, and now you can see there are few additional thing will download. So we don't need Azure Data Lake, so you can uncheck this one. Now you can start installing. Your installation has been completed. Now your Visual Studio will start. So this is your Visual Studio. So you can sign in, or you can just click on not now, maybe later. Here is the theme. You can choose dark theme, light theme. So by default it's blue theme, so I'm fine with it. Start Visual Studio. Here, this is the Visual Studio. For the very first time when it open, it will look like this way. So now you have to use continue without code. Now you have to install SSIS extension. You can see extension here. So click on here, manage extension. Now you have to write down here integration. The very first one is SQL Server Integration Service Project. This extension we actually need. Download this one. It will start downloading. Download has been completed. You can simply check your download folder. Here is the extension, Microsoft Data Tool Integration Service. Before installing SSIS extension, make sure you have to close every Visual Studio. So I have closed every Visual Studio window from here. So double click here. Okay. Next, install. Your extension has been successfully completed, setup. So now you can close it. Now you can open your Visual Studio. Let me show you the Visual Studio integration service. Integration. You have to provide a name. Okay, let me provide MySQL MS SQL to flat file. Flat. This is the default location. You can change it or you can leave it as it is. You can now create. Okay. For SQL Server, actually you can directly connect, but MySQL at first you have to create some connection to connect MySQL. So how you can connect, I can show you. So let me just quickly open MySQL. This is my MySQL workbench. Open. So this is my MySQL database. Let me show you. I have one database. I have person database here. If I expand it, I have table person information. Let me see how many records over there. So we have 64 records over here, and I have also same database in SQL Server. The database could be same or database could be different, but your table structure should be same. So I have, this is my SQL Server, and I have also person database here. Let me see, I have one table that is person info. Let me see how many records over there. Okay, I have total 82 records over here. So if you want to combine this information and the MySQL information in a single format, it could be Excel, it could be flat file, it could be SQL Server, then how you can do that? So it's very simple. At first, for MySQL you have to install a driver to make connection, ODBC connection. So let me just quickly search, let me quickly download the software. Let me close it, otherwise it will hang. Okay, MySQL ODBC connector. So this is MySQL site, download connector ODBC. Click on here. You can see here there are some driver. This driver is for 32 bits, this driver is for 64 bits. We need both driver. So download first one. No thanks. Start download and go back again. So this one was for 32 bit. Now download for 64 bit. No thanks. Okay, download has been completed. Let me just quickly open my download folder. This is the connector, MySQL connector for 32 bits and 64 bits. At first we will install 32 bits. Next, vehicle is fine. Next, install, finish. So 32 has been completed. Now 64-bit. Next, accept, next, install. Done. So you have driver. Now you have to make some connection from ODBC. So how you can do that? Just search ODBC. So you can see here ODBC data source 32 bits and 64 bits. At first open 32 bits. Here you can see this is screen. Now you have to click system DSN. System DSN. Now press add. You can able to see here the MySQL. Here MySQL NC driver and Unicode driver. You can use any of these, like okay, let me choose NC driver. Finish. You have to provide a name for this source. So let me provide name MySQL. Now we have to provide the server IP address for your MySQL. So let me open MySQL again, MySQL Workbench. So this is my local host. Let me check what is my IP address. So this is my IP address. Copy this one, paste it here. Port number is fine, 3306, and root, I have user, I have to provide a username. So my user is root. I have to provide my password. Now try to connect. Test connection successful. Now you can choose database from here. So in MySQL I have database like person database. I will choose this database, person. Now press OK. So this is 32 bits. Done. Now let's go back for 64 bits. ODBC 64 bits. Here same thing, system DSN, add. You can see here MySQL ODBC NC driver. Choose this one. Finish. You have to provide name. You can provide same name, MySQL, and the server IP address I have already there. Here port number is fine. User, root, database. Okay, let me establish connection. Connection failed with the following error. Okay, let me check what happened. Okay, let me choose different driver. Second driver, you can use Unicode. Finish. MySQL, server IP, username, root, password. Connection succeeded. You can choose person. Now press OK. So now I have 32 bits and 64 bits. Though I have different driver, let me check whether it's work or not. Done. Close it. Now first source will be MySQL. Let me open Dataflow task first. Double click. Now you have to provide source. First source will be Edio net source. You can click on Edio's net source. open. I have to provide new connection, new. I have to change the provider first. You have to choose the ODBC data provider. Click on here, press OK. You have to provide the data source name. So you can see MySQL data source already. You can see here MySQL. Now you have to provide the username and password for MySQL. MySQL username was root, password. Try to test connection succeeded. Yes, okay. Now you have to provide some script here. It's showing person, table is showing person info, but you cannot preview. There are some error. So what you can do, you can write a script. How you can write a script? Just click on here, SQL command. You have to write select star from. So my table name was person info. Let me check preview. Yeah, now you can able to access MySQL data records from here. You can close it now. Okay, so this is MySQL. Let me just rename it. Now you need another source. Yeah, maybe you can choose SQL Server. Add your net source. Rename it. SQL Server. Double click. New connection. You can provide your SQL Server server name. My server name is server01. Now you can expand your database. So there are database. I need person database. Person. You can check your connection. Connection is succeeded. Yes, okay. Now you can choose your table from here. You can same way you can use SQL command, or you can use directly the table. You can choose the table. You can check preview. Yeah, you can able to see the record from here. So let me close it. So this is my two source. Now I want to combine those information in a single format. Let's say it's flat file. So let me just union those information first. Union. Drag it here. Connect. Okay. So now it's connected. You need now a destination. Let me check the flat file destination. Here. Drag it here. Now you have to configure the flat file destination. Double click. Flat file connection manager. New connection manager. Okay, you can choose the first one, delimited. Okay. Now you can choose your connection name here. By default is fine. You have to provide just physical path where you want to store this file. So browse. You can expand here. Let me create a folder, SSIS, and let me create a flat file, text file. Okay, let me just rename it destination. it's just simple a text file. So you can choose this one. So you have just choose your destination where you actually want to store your data. So now everything is set. Press OK. It's showing some error. Yeah, you have to just choose mapping. Mapping is fine. All first name, last name, everything is properly mapped. Done. Double click on union. You can see column first name, union, second, phone number. Let me choose phone number. So it's showing some error. Output union. Okay, this is I think there are some error over there, so you can ignore it. It's okay. So this is your whole project. You can just start from here. You can see here you have from MySQL 64 rows and SQL Server 82 rows, and total 146 rows has been exported in your flat file. Let me check my flat file. Stop here. SSIS destination. Yes, you can see here all the file is here. So you can create a package like this way. And how you can actually deploy this package, you can deploy from MySQL. You can choose your project name first, right click, deploy. Next, SSIS in SQL Server. Next, you have to provide server name. My server name is SQL Server, name is server01. Connect. Try to browse. Okay, let me show you one thing. If you just if it's your first time, then what will happen? So this folder will not create it automatically. You have to create. Let me show you. Yes. So we have SSIS DB and we have integration service catalog. So once you expand it, there is SSIS DB. This catalog we have to create. By default it's not created, you have to create manually. So by default what will it will be like you cannot see this folder here. So once you refresh it, so you have SSIS DB also gone and you don't have any catalog under the integration service catalog. So when you want to create from here, browse from here, you can see a error. A integration service catalog was not found in SQL Server. So you have to create the catalog first. So from SQL Server, right click, create catalog. It's not showing here. Let me just quickly refresh the server. Create catalog. Here you can see SSIS DB. By default this catalog will be created. You have to provide a password. Let me put a password. Any password you can just provide. Okay, now you can, once you refresh, you can see SSIS DB here, and your database section you also see the new database is here. It will auto generate this database. Now look, let's go back your deployment page, browse from here. Now you can see SSIS DB. Let me create new folder under the SSIS DB. Okay, this will be MySQL, MS SQL to flat. So this is this folder. This will be my folder name. Press OK. Okay, done. Try to deploy. deployment has been completed. Now let's go back your SSMS. You can see here your project is already here. Your package is here. You can try manually run from here. You execute. Let me try. Yes. Yeah, succeeded. My project has been successfully completed. Now we have to create a job that will actually run this exercise job regular basis. Okay, click on SQL Server Agent, job, right click, new job, name it SSIS, step, new. You can provide a name for a step SSIS. You have to choose the different one. By default it's showing transactional SQL script. Click on here, you can see SQL Server Integration Service package. Click here and SSIS catalog, fine. Now you have to provide the server, and our server name is server 01. Let me just, okay, it's loading. Let me just quickly write down this server name. Server 01. Now you have to choose the package location from here. Click here, SSISDB, expand it, expand package. This package actually we have to choose. Open. Done. So your step has been selected. Now you can choose your schedule when you want to run this job. Every day. Okay, every day. Now you can choose daily. You can choose a day time, like 8 a.m. every day. 8 a.m. the job will run. I press OK. Done. I have already name, same name I have, like I have to change the name. SSIS new. Okay, so this is my job. Let me refresh it and try to run this job from here. Yeah, succeeded. So this is how you can actually create ETL package. You can deploy the ETL package in your SQL Server, and you can create a job that will run that package.